Going on, y'all? What's up? You see, I'm in my normal spot today. Had to take the shirt off cause I'm hot. But you see where I'm at, right? But anyway, man, I want to talk about some music, right? And y'all know me, right? So I love me some R&B. Love me some R&B, but I like it like I love traditional R&B. You know what I'm saying? Like Boyz II Men and who else? You know, Musiq Soulchild. You know, a lot of a lot of shit the normal people listen to. You know what I'm saying? But I like people that know me. I'm the biggest Nate Dogg fan, bro. Like any song by Nate Dogg that he got out there, I can tell you. Any song, just name it. I can unreleased, release. Man, I've been listening to that nigga since middle school. You know what I'm saying? I'm 32 right now, so what is that? That's damn near almost 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's this other guy that I listened to during that period too. A lot of people don't even know about him unless you're in Texas, or some people know about him, but his name is Big Mo. Now, Big Mo and Nate Dogg, they both got similar styles, you know? And a reason why I fuck with them so heavy is because if you listen to their music, it's like they're singing so smooth and like so velvety, you know? Like Boyz II Men, or like I said, Musiq Soulchild. But the subject matter that they're talking about, they talk about some real shit. Like Nate Dogg, like he had the voice of an R&B singer, but you rarely ever hear him singing love songs. Same thing with Big Mo. Now Big Mo was a little different. He sung about that thug shit, but he had like a little bit of love songs in him. He was a little bit more, I feel like. He was a little bit more than what Nate Dogg wasn't, because he kind of sung some of that soft stuff, but at the same time, Big Mo was talking about, you know, codeine pouring up, you know, shit like that. Choppers, you know what I'm saying, swanging. You know, that's some shit that they do in Texas with the wheels. You know, a lot of people ain't familiar with that. I'm in Detroit, you know, so we don't do that up here, but that's a Texas thing. But definitely, I say Nate Dogg and Big Mo definitely were my favorites growing up. And like, let me give you an example of a song, right? So off of Nate Dogg's album, right, it was called Music and Me. He had a song on there called Your Wife. Now, I'm not gonna talk about it. Y'all go look that song up. You know what I'm saying? The way he's singing on there, he got like a voice of an angel. But the subject matter he's talking about, straight G shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not gonna agree with that, you know what I'm saying? But Nate Dogg was like one of a kind. And it's crazy because, you know, he grew up in the church, you know, so all he did, I feel like, he took the style of the church and he brought it into hip hop. Like the fedoras, the suits, you know what I'm saying? And he would wear the bandanas with the, you know, the suits and stuff like that. Like I said, Big Mo, on the other hand, when I was growing up, when I was in high school, I had the iPod Classic. A lot of these youngins, they too young to know about that shit, but back then, that motherfucker, I had 160 gigabytes on there. Nothing but songs. I had a couple, like, you know, videos, like TV shows, Family Guy, was it American Dad and Simpsons and all that. I love cartoons, but I had nothing but songs on that boy. Man, I had like every fucking E40 album on there, every R. Kelly album on there. I had, like I said, every Nate Dogg album, every Snoop Dogg album, every Big Mo album. I had his 3 albums. Man, like, and when y'all get a chance, check Big Mo out, man. He got some, his songs is like some shit you can ride to, you know what I'm saying? And just ride to on a sunny day. His shit is immaculate. But on that iPod, man, I had like almost every artist you can name. You know, I had modern shit, I had old school shit. Yeah, you know. But people, I feel like nowadays they don't really make music like that, you know. People said, like, when it comes to hook singers, I feel like there's really no hook singers nowadays, you know what I'm saying? You know what, another person I listened to growing up, T-Pain. I was heavy on T-Pain. Matter of fact, I feel like I listened to T-Pain before I got into Nate Dogg. Once I listened to T-Pain, he was like a door. Him figuring out his system for hooks. Like, a lot of times when people listen to a song, you listen to a song for a hook, right? You know? So yeah, I listened to T-Pain, and somehow that transitioned into Nate Dogg, you know? But, and you know what's crazy about Nate Dogg, T-Pain, and Big Mo? They all had the same formula. When it comes to a song, like, they'll hop on another rapper's song and make it a hit, I feel like. Like, let me give you an example of T-Pain, right? So, he was back in, like, I say T-Pain had, like, 06 to, like, 2010. He had that shit locked down, you know. T-Pain had that shit locked down. Man, he jumped on some tracks, and you don't even know the rappers' names. Like, let me give you an example. Like, Two Pistols, you know what I'm saying? What's that song? You know, was it? I know she got it 'cause she looking at me like she want it. Dropping low, maybe wanna throw some D's on it. Whenever it is, you can't stop it, 'cause she getting low when she on that pole. She got it. Shot it. Man, I'm telling you, bro, T-Pain was a boss. Or he had what's that song? I'm trying to think of an artist that wasn't known, but T-Pain jumped on that song, and he made the song pop. But people don't really, people don't really fuck with the artist, but they fuck with the hook that T-Pain made. Y'all get what I'm saying? But yeah, that song. Oh, the song that I fucked with him the most, right? That song with Rick Ross. I got a fresh lineup, fresh outfit, about to have the parking lot on smash. Plus I got a Chevy with a 454 in the hood. That bitch got 145 on the dash. I'm the biggest boss that you see. Okay, now that brings me to another topic, right? Rick Ross. When he first came out, I would say his first 3 or 4 albums, man, them boys was hitting. Them Jungs was hitting, you know what I'm saying? Especially, I liked it, Triller. Triller was a good album. He had, like I said, he had that song, he had Boss on there. He had my boy Manny Fresh on there. Manny Fresh was singing the hook to one of the songs. And then, one of my favorite songs on that album was Luxury Tax. He had Trick Daddy, he had Young Jeezy, and then he had Lil Wayne. Big business in this bitch since we done knew. Big business. Mine is the business suit. Even I look at the mirror like, is it you? I must be the hottest if it isn't you. Stay fresh from my top to my tennis shoes. No tennis shoe, man. Lil Wayne, that nigga, man, he definitely was a staple during that era. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, that Rick Ross was cool. But his second album was that Deeper Than Rap. Now you talk about music you can ride to and chill, smoke. Listen to that whole album. He had one with what's that? John Legend. Champagne shipping, gold emblem with 2 M's in it. This pimpin' is so magnificent. Stop dreaming it. Alright, I can show you better than I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? And you can't forget about that one song he had on that mug with T-Pain. Maybach Music 2. Really shit I ever wrote. Chillin' in my Maybach. Whatever I think, homie, I'ma take that. Can you believe it? Oh, you better see it. Hey. Cause I don't plan on going wrong. Put that on my Maybach. Niggas can't take that. Listen to my Maybach music. To my Maybach music. All black Maybach, I'm sitting in the asshole. Man, that shit was. And then, the Holy Grail. We still on Rick Ross. Maybach Music 3. If y'all don't get a chance to, if y'all not listening to any shit I'm saying today, go listen to Maybach Music 3. Listen to that shit high. With weed, not no other shit, you know what I'm saying? But man, when I tell you that song, the instrumentation on that song, dog, like, man, it's like it's a symphony. It's beautiful. It's just y'all go listen to it. He got Erykah Badu singing the hook. He got Jadakiss on there. He got T.I. And then the song is like, it's crazy because it feels like you're in an orchestra. And then when Rick Ross comes in, he's the last verse. The beat switches up when he comes in. Man, that song was well put together. Matter of fact, if Ross, you know what I'm saying, if he listen to this, he need to get back with Justice League and do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause that was cool right there. That was cool. But yeah, man, I got a good taste in music, man. See, I can go on and on when it comes to this music taste, man. My music taste, it goes all the way from, I say, like the late 70s to like anywhere to like 2010. You know what I'm saying? Before, like, they was really putting 808s in songs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I don't like 808s, but I feel like nowadays people listen to songs just for the 808. You know what I'm saying? People don't listen to the song for, I feel like, the instrumentations and all that stuff. People want that boom, you know what I'm saying? But I don't even feel like I came from that era, man. Sometimes I feel like I was born in a later era than what I was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I just, like I said, I like music that's like, you know what I'm saying? This, that you can chill out to, you know. I don't really like the uppity, you know, crazy stuff, but yeah, man, I came from that era where, you know, people was playing instruments and, you know, musicians actually came from the church and they used their gifts from God to make music. Even though the music wasn't really holy, the music still sounded good, you know. Before I end this video, I'm trying to think of, I want to think of another artist that I listen to. heavy back then. Hmm. I did listen to a lot of Tupac, pop, and you know, people. You know what? I just feel like his "All Eyes on Me" album. We can talk about that real. You know what? Fuck it. Let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about "All Eyes on Me." I feel like that's the best album Tupac ever made, and it went diamond. So, one of the reasons why I think it's the best album ever made is the G-Funk sound. And if y'all familiar with G-Funk sound, G-Funk is basically what Nate Dogg is. It's like a mixture of smooth chords, you got the bass lines, you know, the strings, but then you got some heavy, dirty lyrics on top of it, street lyrics on top of it. That's all Eyes on Me was. His whole album, that whole album was sampled. So like, let's take for example, my favorite song on there, All About You. It was sampled from Cameos. I got Candy. Is it Candy? Dun 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 dun. And what other song he had? It's a lot of songs on there that was sampled, but what's the song he had with Jewel? I heard it's too bomb, but you got it going on. Give me some of your thug passion, baby. You got me dripping wet from the way you make me sweat. Give me some of your thug passion, baby. Whoa. And then, what's the other one? You can run the sheets with your thug. I've been waiting for you. Girl, it's true. I'll be waiting. What was that song he sampled? He sampled Guy. It was Guy. You can have a piece of my love and waiting on you. That album is, I said, when y'all get a chance, go listen to it. You know, it's on YouTube, Apple Music or whatever, you know. And that was a pretty good album, you know. Good producers. He had Daz on there. Y'all know Daz from the Dog Pound. DJ Quick. And look, he had a song called No More Pain on there. And I think, what's his name, from Jodeci. Devontae Swing, he produced that song. Very cold beat. Listen to that one. That's another one of my favorites. And then he had was it Thug Niggas to be man? Look in my eyes. Man, I'm telling you, man, growing up, when I was on that bus in school, riding to school, man, that's all I would do was just listen to music. Music has been a big part of my life. So, yeah, man, y'all go check some of those people out. Like I said, check out Big Mo. You know what I'm saying? He from Texas. He is like his music is cool. I feel like back in the let's say the late 90s and early 2000s, Texas and California kind of had similar sounding music. Texas did have that chopped and screwed. I ain't really listen to the chopped and screwed, you know, that the slowed down music. I respect it though, but man, you had so many people. Man, I can name so many artists from Texas during that time. Yeah, HAWK, Hawk, Little O, Zero is my favorite right there. Fat Pat, you know what I'm saying? Mr. 3-2. You want to ride, we can ride all damn night. You know what I'm saying? You got the UGK. You know, you had, what else am I missing here? I said Big Mo. I said him. You know what I'm saying? Mike Dean, all them. You know, Trey the Truth. But I feel like Trey the Truth can't come until like the mid 2000s, you know. Oh, you know, I can't forget my man's Billy Cook. Y'all check him out. Dude got a voice on him. Billy Cook, man, he a good singer. I know you superstar. Me is Fat Pat and boy Mike D. Man, I'm telling you, man, music has been a part of my life, big dog. So. But y'all, y'all check all that stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got something y'all want to talk with me? If I'm missing some music or anything, put it in the comments. And we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But until now, I'm out here. Look at that shit. This is beautiful, man. Y'all get out here whenever y'all can. You know what I'm saying?